What's good, everybody? This is CreamSpinachYo, and this is episode 2 of my Road to Commander series. And as we talked about in the first episode of this series, this will not be a live commentary series because for the love of God, I cannot talk and play video games at the same time. So if I were to try live, you would hear nothing but the game, and quite frankly, that would be boring. Now, as a caveat again, I'm not that good at this game. So again, don't expect anything fantastic, right? We all have those days in this game where we don't do very well. And so, like I said in the first video, instead of live commentary, you're going to get topics that are not related to math and science, although they might possibly will be later on in the future, about just me talking about it. Now, today we are going to talk about religion, and this is not one I'd really like to talk about, but whatever, let's just do it. I just want to preface this by saying, although I have a major in math from university, my minor is also in religion. So I do know quite a bit about religion in general, and I want to say, for starters, that I hate religion. I really don't like religion, because it just causes conflict where there really shouldn't be any conflict. Now, just to start this off, at least how I feel, there's an idea in religion called, well, at least in Christian theology, it's called the Wesleyan quadrilateral, but really, you can think about it for any religion of whatever. And basically, the idea is that we as people form our opinions or our thoughts on or our feelings about religion based on 4 criterion. And these criterion, the first one is scripture. Now, of course, in the case where I learned it, because I did go to a private school, it was based on the Christianity notion of scripture, but please don't hate me for it. I'm trying to tell you, I will tell you right now that it does not have to be like that. Whatever religious belief, faith, whatever you personally feel compelled by, whatever document or book or scroll, you know, anything that you feel, any text that is important to your religion, you can count that as scripture. And again, I'm trying to make this as non-denominational as possible. And so, what scripture tells us is that, you know, you form your ideas based on what you read. Now, our second idea in this quadrilateral is tradition. And tradition is simple. Just to generalize it, you go to a religious gathering every week. There you go. You grew up with it as a kid. It's a tradition now. You will do it as an adult, and done. That forms your idea of what you actually do in your religious assemblies or gatherings, or whatever you want to call it, and then that will translate into your beliefs on that subject. Next one is reason. This is the most complicated one. The idea behind reason is that you take in the traditions and the scripture and everyone's opinion on that, and you form your own. This to me is the most not insane way to think about religion, because you're being as open-ended as possible and as objective as possible, and provided that you aren't blinded by your own thought, I think that you can develop a healthy relationship with religion, to the point where you aren't going to badger other people about it or start arguments or wars, etc., 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 whatever comes like that. In my opinion, people who use religion to start violence, these people do not think with reason when it comes to religion. And then the last one, number 4 for the quadrilateral, is experience. Now, experience is quite simple. It does not have to be a weekly gathering type experience. It could be in general, like, oh, look at this, I witnessed a miracle. When Jules in Pulp Fiction talks about divine intervention, he's talking about an experience, right? So And the reason why I call it quadrilateral is because what happens is you take all 4 of these factors and then you imagine them as 4 shapes, 4 corners of a shape, and then you can kind of stretch and mold this quadrilateral based on those experiences and traditions and reasoning and scripture and stuff like that. So you can kind of figure out where the most important aspect of your religious thought lies. So if you're feeling it, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what your opinions on what you favor the most in terms of scripture, tradition, reason, and experience. Now, again, just for me, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in any higher power whatsoever. And for reasons I don't want to get into, let's just say I had a very interesting childhood and I've seen a lot of stuff, and if a higher power were to exist, I believe that I wouldn't have seen all that crazy stuff. So end of story about that. Now, that does not mean religion is dumb. Quite the opposite. I think religion is extremely, extremely important, and I think it is absolutely necessary for society to coexist. Now, the reason why I say that is because I think that religion kind of keeps society calm. You know, there is an outlet for their anger, their sadness in the higher power, right? Praying is a prime example of this. And I think if the only qualm I have about it is that don't talk to me, like, don't try to force your ideas down my throat. If I want to know them, I will ask for them. So plain and simple. And I guess I know it's a big topic, but I made short work out of it. Main points: religion is unbelievably important. It is extremely important. I think it kind of keeps order within society, or at least it provides the ability to keep order. We all know that religion is the cause of many wars in the past. However, treated properly, I think it can be a healthy thing. Although personally, I don't care for it, and that's just me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like for the video. Feel free to watch my other videos about the non-Nordic Matter stuff. I do have a Twitter. Feel free to follow me at CreamSpinachYo. And thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.